Hey, it's another episode of this show. Last time I had come up with a new title for the show, which was Heatseekers Seeking Heatseekers. But to tighten that up, welcome to Seeking Heatseekers.
Oh, that's a little better.
A little bit better.
better.
Comes off the tongue a little bit better. Speaking of tongues, wow. We got spicy chips. That's the point of the show. I bring someone in to eat the world's hottest chip. And today with me is Melissa Heiman.
Hi.
One of my great friends of improv. And
I'm so nervous that I can't even talk. Like, my heart is racing. I'm so nervous.
Okay. You came in. So this is, let's just start right at the top. You came in very nervous, but also very knowledgeable.
Yeah. Yes.
So what is your knowledge base on spice?
My knowledge base about chili in particular comes from growing up in New Mexico. I don't eat a lot of hot stuff, but I happen to be knowledgeable about it, like I said. In New Mexico, everyone eats green chili. It's like a thing. There's a fiery foods festival. So you grow up like learning stuff about it. And also I listened a long time ago to a random podcast that was all about chili and stuff.
Great.
So I know how you're supposed to prepare, which it seems like no one so far has done.
Everyone's done a terrible job so far of preparing stuff that they bring, not eating before they get here, all of the like, all that stuff. But you yourself, you're not a heat seeker.
No.
So what's the hottest thing you've ever...
I was like 2 years ago. I used to eat like if you go to a new Mexican restaurant in Albuquerque or Santa Fe, they'll be like, oh, today the vegetarian chili is the hottest, or this, like, our green is hotter than our red or whatever. And people, I mean, I guess I would go to restaurants and stuff, but you can go to a thing called the Fiery Foods Festival. I think that's what it's called, and get like a ghost pepper or whatever, which was way far up on the Scoville scale, which is how you measure heat in like chili and foods, I guess. So. And
this is the Carolina Reaper, which they've claimed is the hottest pepper. I think this thing says 1.9 million Scoville units, which I think jalapeno is like in the thousands, like 6,000 Scoville units. Yeah,
and the Carolina Reaper is like. No, the ghost pepper is like 1 million or something, right?
But, everyone who has done it, but survived. So what did you bring to prepare?
Okay, so here's what you need to know. Anyone else who's going to do this. The ingredient in chili, or the chemical or whatever that fucks you up, is capsaicin, which is incidentally what they also put in mace, apparently.
Okay, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible. And so... it's only fat soluble. So capsaicin is not water soluble. So like when Karen, you're great. When she was drinking water and like eating a popsicle, that only adds relief the moment you have it in your mouth. It's not doing anything to the chemicals. So you have to like eat stuff with fat in it before. So I don't eat a lot of meat, but I've eaten a cheeseburger and French fries exactly 45 minutes ago, so that the food is like not fully digested or anything. I'm here for science. And this is super gross because I also don't drink very much dairy milk. Right. But I have milk because that's what you're supposed to drink.
Is that whole milk?
It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
But it's because the fat in it will absorb the capsaicin, which should provide some relief. I'm like concerned though. I think I'll get like overly sick.
You're not super You're not super excited.
No.
But you are excited for science.
Yeah, I'm excited to like not be a heat seeker and not think I'm like tough, and see if like I can handle it better. Right.
So are you going to hold off on the milk as long as you can, or?
I don't know. I might literally just start drinking milk the moment I touch it.
Let it, I think, let that chip soak in. Find out, if you're going to do it, find out what it feels like to eat the chip.
Okay. All right.
But it's up to you as well. So I've also, I let you know beforehand, new format, trying to figure out what best to do when people are in the moment, in the throes of passionate pain, which is... A lot of people in improv have to do monologues. They get one-word suggestion, and something, whatever that pops up, their flash memory, whatever that makes them think of, they just tell a story based on that word. So while you're in the middle of this, I'll be giving you one-word suggestions. Okay. You tell me what it makes you think of, and we'll keep going until you are out of the heat zone.
Okay. How long does it take to get out of the heat zone?
And for those at home that don't know, the heat zone is something I just came up with, which is while you're in pain, you're in the heat zone. If you're someone who likes spicy foods, you're a heat seeker.
Right. I mean, I like some hot foods, but I don't seek them out.
You go to a Thai restaurant and they ask you, how hot do you want it? What do you say?
Medium.
Medium.
Yeah.
So like not that hot.
Right.
So while you're in the heat zone, and I'm the heat host, I guess. I'm the heat host seeking heat seekers. So there's your chip, individually wrapped PAQUI chips. You finish the chip, you get the bandana, something that everyone is
really gunning for.
Yeah, it's for the bandanas. We got stickers, we got temporary tattoos. I'm not being paid by PAQUI.
You should be.
I should be. These videos are so good, and so many people watching them.
Yeah, is there anyone even watching this at all?
We got six viewers live.
Great.
In the middle of a Friday. That's crazy. I mean, I think there's more because more people have joined. Yesterday, the other day with Mark, we have over 1,000 views. So let's find out how much heat seek. So you've opened it up. Let's see the individually wrapped chip.
I'm scared to touch this.
Because
it stays on your skin too.
Yeah. Well, I got a sink, so you can wash your hands afterwards. Go ahead and if you want to.
All right.
I'm
so nervous.
Definitely ready to watch someone go in pain. Now, if you just tuned in, Melissa is not a heat seeker.
No.
But she is prepared.
I'm prepared. Do people eat half at a time, or is it better to just fucking eat all of it?
Everybody is eating the whole chip at once.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to face my fear right now.
Okay. I like facing the fear. You're going to show it that it's a very dark chip because it is so covered in spice. 1.9 million Scoville units. The hottest pepper in the world is on that chip.
So dumb. This shouldn't exist.
And as soon as you're down, we're going to do one-word monologues.
Okay. I can't fit it all.
As soon as you... Okay, I'll let you
It's already a bad idea.
Okay, the whole chip is in. You're taking it down. Immediately you're feeling something? Okay.
Because my face is already hot. That's because I'm a baby.
I think it's a natural, regardless how you feel emotionally about it, I think definitely physically, nobody can fight it. It's happening. So now we begin the question portion of the show, the monologue portion of the show, and your first word is airplane.
I'm so jarred by turbulence. I can't handle it. I have to drink my milk. Does everybody know why I have milk?
Yeah.
Okay.
So immediately you're about 15, 30 seconds into the chip. You don't like milk.
No.
You're not a heat seeker. Okay. You hate turbulence, so you're not a shake seeker. You don't like being shaken while you're on a vehicle. So what's the word? Have you had bad turbulence experiences?
To the point where there was a trip, I think just from Albuquerque to Los Angeles or something. Oh man. And I seriously considered asking the I can't even. Oh, you guys, I can't handle it.
So you were on that plane. You were about to ask.
This is so gross.
The flight
Everything
attendant
is
or
so
something.
gross. If we could turn around, and it was at that moment when I was about to be okay, excuse me, I need to get off the plane. That I was it truly registered that if you're on a plane, you're fucked. And we should all be way more afraid of airplanes than we are. I'm going to die right now. I can't.
That's a great story.
That's a
great story. You got through in that moment. So your next word is hospital.
Let's see. I almost died of salmonella. All my stories are dark and about death.
I feel like I set it up.
Yeah, I was.
What did you get salmonella from?
I don't know, but I was living in France and I had to go to a hospital. This is disgusting.
The milk, mostly?
This is so gross.
What's worse, the chip or the milk?
Both. All of it's gross. I'm super grossed out. Okay.
You almost died in France.
Yeah.
From salmonella.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that a lot of people can witness what you're going through right now with the chip. What is the experience of going through salmonella poisoning?
Oh, they have to like give you Cipro and hospitalize you and stuff. But it was like straight out of a movie. I had to like get in a cab. I had a super high fever for several days. And I came in like right at the last minute and I was like, can someone help me? And they put me in at this story. I can't even. I don't even care. Like comedy monologues. Nope.
It's good. It's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now the other problem that Karen's chiming in. Karen obviously did the challenge. She was the second person to do the challenge, and her and Jake both told me later on that they got very sick hours later. But they didn't do what you've done, which is you ate a cheeseburger just before.
Yeah, you always have to eat things that have like a high fat content because capsaicin is only fat soluble. So my burger had avocado on it, cheese. Yep.
It just sounds like a tasty burger.
Yeah.
But you don't like meat, or you don't eat it that much.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get this burger from?
Burgerland.
Where's that?
I regret everything. Larchmont Village. Ugh.
So
guys, don't do this. Just like flat out, if Kenny asks you to do it, don't do it.
People love the one chip challenge, and they're gonna keep coming back.
No, don't.
Don't. So, like, when in this process of you experiencing the hottest chip, like, where do you think you've already hit your 10 level and you're going back down, or are you still going up?
I can't quite tell because I've been such a baby that I keep like drinking this in intervals. Speaking of, I'm gonna get so sick from this.
You get a second glass of whole milk.
I don't want to. I'm so grossed out. I'm not like ever gonna eat again. In your fridge.
Sure. But wow, we've got. You're the first person that's not a heat seeker, which I appreciate. I've got another non-heat seeker coming tomorrow.
No, don't do it.
So to not seek heat and to get through something like this, what's are you not happy that you've done this?
Correct, but I knew I wouldn't be going in. Like okay. I was aware that this was a stupid thing to do.
So it's not a regret then, because you knew that it was just not something that you wanted to do.
Not yet. He has popsicles in his freezer.
Actually, Karen, you weren't here before where Melissa told you that you should not have been eating popsicles.
I mean, it's okay to eat them, but it only relieves it in the moment. Because, guys, capsaicin in chili, not water soluble. Water does nothing for it.
So, if people are going to go to, are you from Santa Fe?
Albuquerque.
Santa Fe is also a city in New Mexico, right? Okay, great.
It's the capital.
Great. You're from Albuquerque. For those that go to Albuquerque, I love to talk to people about local foods. What's the best place to go eat or places to go eat in Albuquerque?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
My bad. I'll rewrite the question.
No, Cervantes is maybe my favorite New Mexican restaurant. There's a bunch of El Pinto is a good one. Anybody from New Mexico who sees this, I'm sure is going to be like, no, something else. Because there's so many great restaurants there. In fact, in New Mexico, at McDonald's, you can order a green chili cheeseburger.
Oh.
Probably in Arizona, too.
That sounds great.
It is.
What's the best comedy show you've ever seen in LA?
In LA?
Or anywhere, I guess. I guess I was kind of just assuming LA, and that shouldn't have done that.
I don't really know. I really am a big fan of improvised Shakespeare.
Yeah.
At the Largo when they perform there. I think that's fucking like super great.
I'm seeing you now be able to process questions.
Kind of, but I may immediately throw up because of this disgusting milk. So we'll see. Yeah,
there's no way to drink a ton of milk, but I mean, you haven't drank a ton. You've drinking maybe like a bowl and a half of cereal's worth.
Yeah, and I ate before.
You ate before.
But my system, I can feel that my system is like, what the fuck did you just do? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but it's not as I still don't think that the chip is necessarily as bad.
Karen says they're like ice cream pops. You didn't tell me that part of it.
Well, you gotta. Yeah, I guess there is milk in them. Oh, who knows how much milk's actually in these fucking things that claim to be dairy. But I don't think it's as hot as eating a real pepper. So, like, there's that. I mean, I think if you go to this Pepper Fest or whatever it's called in New Mexico, you're going to get stuff that's hotter than that, in my opinion. But do you think that that's the hottest thing you've ever eaten? So this is officially the hottest thing that you've ever eaten.
Hands down, yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah, it's bad.
You got the bandana.
Oh my God, you guys, this is what I came for. The glory.
That's a big
Fame,
deal.
The glory.
You got stickers.
I'm going to die.
You got temporary tattoos.
I mean, those are really what I'm eyeing.
And, you know, so nobody has yet gotten this permanently tattooed on their body, but...
Yet.
Still time. I've never actually opened this one. Sorry, Karen. Sorry, Jake. Sorry, Mark. But I don't know if these are stickers or magnets. But might as well get rid of them. Bigger stickers. So
it says I've been to hell. I feel like it should say I'm currently in hell.
I've been to hell and back. Well, you're coming back. You're coming back from hell. You're the fourth person to take and win the challenge. Well, actually, wait. 1, 2.
It was Karen,
3,
Jake,
and then me.
Mark. You. Okay.
I ate the chip with Jake. I
guys
crushed it.
Yeah, how did you feel?
I felt fine. I mean, it was definitely one of the hottest things I've eaten, and it feels. But I can't wait to eat another one. I just don't have enough to eat. I don't have enough to have one for myself because I'll tell you this: PAQUI is sending me another shipment of 10. So, and that's a $50 value each time. So that's pretty good.
Here's what I think. My advice is do what I did, prepare, because I already, my mouth already feels better. So I think you have to drink. I have almond milk too, but I didn't think it would absorb the same. You have to eat fat. You have to eat before. Water does nothing. Don't do this challenge because I feel super ill. Not super ill, but not good.
Are you going to do anything in the next hour that's that you think will help you?
Well, I'm supposed to do an improv performance at around 5, but it is sort of optional. So I might change all my plans and go home and lay on my couch.
Fair enough. Did you
and I couldn't even get any monologues out too. When you were asking me, I was like, airplanes? I don't fucking know. Hospitals? Nope.
Which is great. I mean, I think you did. I think we got a good story about an airplane.
Story where got a
story about you almost dying in France. I mean, that's pretty big. That's a good story. I'm sure if you weren't in the throes of death, that you would have probably gone even further into it. But maybe not. Maybe that was. Yeah. Maybe that's the thing. We cut to the heart of the story, the heart conceit.
I don't know how Mark did this. Did he just have coffee?
He just had some coffee. He also drooled on the chair and cried a lot. So
I don't know how they did that. No, you can't. That's no.
So yeah, you did have some water right about now. Do you think it's okay to be water?
Yeah, I don't think it's bad to necessarily have water. It's just not going to do anything to immediately relieve the heat.
You just felt it's time for some water.
Man, yeah. Also, you're supposed to websites say that you can take Alka-Seltzer or things like that to calm your stomach down.
Makes sense.
I can see myself at CVS in 20 minutes being help me.
Anything you can do for your long-term benefit, I think go for it because this is a hot chip. And but you've survived this long, and at worst it'll ruin the rest of your day. But
I also have a friend coming in from New Mexico tonight. So I'm hoping that this has subsided by then.
Is that person a heat seeker, do you think?
Maybe. He's probably a little bit more used to Chile than I am because he has lived there a little bit or more recently than I have.
Well, you're not going to be a heat seeker after today, I'm assuming.
I mean, no.
I get a euphoric joy from the eating of it. Later on,
eating it or watching?
No, I do get a joy from watching people eat it. Now I'm realizing this is fun to do, but I mean, for the rest of the day, usually after I eat something hot, it's I can feel it in my stomach, and I like that.
That's I would say you're in the minority on that one.
Look it up. I think it exists. Melissa Heiman, thank you so much for coming by.
Hey, man, thank you. Thank you. I was super scared when I came in, and I feel like this is the outcome I expected.
As long as you get what you expected. I was seeking a heat seeker. I didn't find one today, but I did find someone who was willing to try.
It's for science.
So that's it for this episode of Seeking Heat Seekers. We'll be back tomorrow.
Bye.